superstar. She's good. She's too big. She's going to be massive. She's a real superstar.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the light flyweight division. Introducing to you firstly, fighting out of the blue corner, coming to you by way of Thai style, Liverpool, Rebecca Caslin. And standing across the ring, her opponent. She comes to you by way of Northern Spirit. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Dakota Ditcheva. 5 2-minute rounds.
Well, Caslin, aggressive, strong clincher. The referee brings the girls to the ring, and well, no love lost in the stare down.
No, absolutely, and you know, Dakota's mum, well, she was a former world champion as well, Lisa Howarth.
So it's in the bloodline.
It's in the bloodline, yeah.
They were in the ring earlier, having a chat while everything was being set up, and her mum said, "Go on, hop in." She said, "Oh, I'll give you, give you what for?" She said, "Yeah, you probably would these days."
Like I said, she's all out action. She's in your face as well, and I like to see how Caslin, young herself as well, can deal with the pressure. You know, and she'll be able to score points, and she'll work well. Her footwork's no doubt will be great, coming from a good gym.
Well, experience counts for everybody when you're fighting in front of this many people on this sort of stage. It'll be interesting to see how these two match up. Short, sharp front kick from Ditcheva straight away.
It's very, very quick, rapid. You know, this weight, 48 kilos as well.
Of course.
They're very tall though, aren't they?
Yeah, very tall, very lean. Oh, Ditcheva, nice right high kick there, followed by the right cross.
It just shows skill though, doesn't it, from both these girls?
And just wonder what these girls are going to be like in 4 or 5 years' time, where sort of a bit of development of strength and power has come in.
Yeah, I mean, they're already killers now.
Absolutely. Well, Caslin using a few low attacks. He's caught the front leg of Ditcheva.
Ditcheva's just come back from Thailand, where she was victorious over there. And she's been training hard for this as well, because he talks about one of the premier events, main event.
And that sort of experience travelling worldwide at this kind of age has only got to be good preparation for you, fighting different styles.
Exactly, getting used to different conditions.
Oh, a nice feint to the jab, just put the right cross straight through the middle of Caslin's guard. As you say, fast, sharp hands.
Yep. Caslin very patient, isn't she? She's using her defence a lot. She's just trying to counter. She's going to go for the later round. She's in here for the long haul. Dakota's in there to try and get rid of you early.
Movement-wise, a little stark contrast to the previous fight. One man hunting down the other, but the girl's really quite content to stand square in the centre of the ring.
Yeah, you know, she's got beautiful style. It's quite slow, but what it is it's very strong as well. She's got a lot of belief there. Consider defence there. Everything's getting annulled. Great opening round.
Certainly was, and Ditcheva displaying those short, sharp skills that we expected her to. And her mum, as ever, advising her in the corner.
Now we talked about with you know, pressure, etc. Dakota's at the moment, she's like the up and coming star. All the talk is about her. So Caslin, in theory, has got nothing to lose, but she didn't show any fear there at all in that opening round. A lot of girls are sort of buckle under the pressure, but she stood strong. She stood in the middle. She scored well. Listened to her corner. It was a great opening round.
Speaking of corners, Kieran, how important is a corner man when the going gets tough? Because of course you would have had people in your corner throughout your career. How much do you look to them in a sort of a time of need when when fights do get to difficult points for advice?
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have a good corner,
10 seconds.
Every great fighter you'll ever know, whether it's in MMA, boxing, Thai boxing, K1,
seconds out.
They always come from
Round
good coaches.
2.
The coach, you have to listen to your coach. If you've got a fighter that is literally like robotic as such, then no doubt that's going to be a champion. It's so important. Even if you're under pressure, for example, or just for those final little points, you need them.
Well, Ditcheva's started more aggressively than she did in the first round. Already just pushing Caslin back with front kicks to the body.
And what Caslin's doing is she's scoring well to the body. She's scoring points to the body, even though she's on the back foot. She's defending well and scoring a lot to the body. So she's excellent, superbly strong and great with her legs.
Oh, front kick to the head there, and Caslin smiled it off. Fair play to her, and she's taking another one there.
Yeah, Ditcheva's just seems to have found a range now, doesn't she? Starting to land with those kicks.
And so fast, it comes from floor to head within seconds, almost as quick as a jab would come in. And now the clinch, and she goes to work with the knees to the midsection, and they'll be scoring points.
Yeah, I mean, that was some two sharp knees through the middle. And I would talk about it takes the wind out of you, especially if you get it on the ribs as well.
You certainly see plenty of reddening though, as you mentioned, on the front of Ditcheva. So Caslin has been putting in her shift as well.
Yeah, I mean, she has. Like I said, she's very much a counter fighter. Moves very well, scores with 2 kicks and makes her miss.
Absolutely.
I think a lot of this fight, but in the later rounds, if it gets into the clinch, that's where the story is going to unfold. I tell you what though, they're both, at such a young age, both 17 I believe, both listen to their corners like, seasoned professionals. Because here the corners, they're literally like, that back leg push kick's unbelievable. So quick and powerful, pushing her opponent back on, and she walks back to her corner at the end of the second round with hands raised. Ditcheva. Yeah, she's a confident young girl.
Well, I suppose it's hard at the age of 17. You can have all the natural ability in the world, but you've got to have the right mentality, and at that age it's quite rare to have that combination.
It is, and that's coming through the junior routes. Those years of travelling up and down the country and going to those shows, and going to Thailand like she has, and learning, like we talked about, different conditions, like different people at different weights, and now she's come through. You can see that she come back to the corner smiling, enjoying herself.
What age were you when you started all this?
I started when I was 12. I didn't have my first fight until I was 14, but I started when I was 12. And I tell you what, with some of the fighters you'll see later on, some of them started sort of 6, 7 and 8 years old, would you believe? And like I said, those fighters that have come
corners,
from
10 seconds.
Things, like a teenager, for example, and fighting adults at a young age like
Seconds out.
You can really tell the difference between those fighters.
And there must be a point in your career when you do step up from sort of boy to man or from girl to woman in their case, and you must notice a huge difference. And it really, I imagine it takes some adapting to.
Yeah, it does. You know, it's literally overnight sometimes with some of these boys and girls coming through. And it's not just physical, it's mental as well.
Right. Well, again, Dakota, the aggressor, but Caslin just scoring shots on the back foot. Short kicks to the thighs, then one to the midsection again, and Ditcheva just reddening, increasing on the ribs.
Well, what Caslin's doing is she's on the back foot, scoring well with a right body kick, scoring cleanly to the, you can just see there, making Dakota miss.
That was a solid right cross,
this
though.
This is where Dakota wants you, see, look, this is where she'll go. She's fireworks, I tell you, that's a great knee.
She's looking dominant in the clinch there. Tried to throw, didn't get there, but she's now just doubling up with that left and right cross.
If you move, what I said earlier was, I think a lot of this fight, if it goes into the clinch, you might just see the difference between the two. Because on the outskirts, they're both very, very level. Dakota's a little bit more explosive, but Caslin's a good scorer.
There's certainly got some venom behind that right hand.
Ditcheva.
Oh, that's jumping knee. That's really hurt Caslin. She backs up onto the ropes, throws the knee in again, and then a third. The referee's having a look. We're going to have a standing 8 count.
That was a sharp knee. It was a scissor knee as well. So she expected the left knee to come. She switched it in midair to the right knee, and then she followed it up. She's a killer, isn't she?
Absolutely, and well, fearless start from Caslin, but you can see the fear in her eyes there. She tried to step forward, but really hurt her that shot. Great work from Ditcheva. She smelt blood and she pounced early, and it's a 3rd round stoppage for the lady in the red corner.
Yeah, you know, Ditcheva started to come a little bit more as the rounds went on as well. In that 3rd round, she just a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more powerful, and like I talked about with those knees in the clinch. But that scissor knee, that was outstanding, wasn't it?
Well, and that is essentially what the fuss was all about. Hey, we've talked about the reputation preceding her at 17 years of age, and then something like that happens, and it explains everything, doesn't it?
Yeah, they're talking about, you know, this is going to be the next girl, and you can just tell evident from that she's going to be the next star. You know, no taking away anything away from Caslin's, because no doubt.
Ladies and gentlemen,
she keeps going.
The end comes at 1 minute 24 seconds of round 3. Your referee, Darren Phillips, calls a halt to the contest, declaring a winner by way of TKO, Dakota Ditcheva. And ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for your runner-up, Rebecca Caslin.
So 2 wins in quick succession for Dakota Ditcheva, 1 abroad, 1 at home. And she'll certainly be pleased with her performance tonight.
Yeah, she was outstanding. That back leg teep as well, coming up to the face, just like rapid, wasn't it? It was like rubber, just boom, straight up. And the finish was sublime.